Speak.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a weekend it was. It is March 7th, 2017. We are into March now in the year 2017. Time flies by when you're having fun, defending indie wrestling, and going to the big event once again. I'm Hollywood J. Williams. In the middle here we have Mr. Ruckus, John Zimmerman.
Back.
Dangerous Dan.
You're such a bullshit artist.
Excuse you? We can't say that on the air, sir.
Yes, we can.
Wow.
Over here. And the orange, you can't miss
Did you
him.
just call this orange?
I know, right?
The lime green. You cannot miss him.
The highlight of your day.
They could see Dangerous Dan from space now.
There you go.
Dangerous Dan.
What a freaking weekend.
Oh,
We have-
you too with that. I gotta
Freaking-
rank everybody up now. For,
It's Seth freaking Rollins, right? If WWE PG can say it.
yeah. This is G. No.
What a weekend we had.
Go ahead. I know.
Started out Saturday. The big event.
Oh, yes, it did. Look,
Tyson, Rodman, Sting, Bret Hart, Harley Race. Oh my! It was like everywhere you looked.
DDP.
DDP. Oh God. Lita. Coco Beware.
Mm-hmm.
Christy Hemme.
Victoria.
Victoria, the owner of the Squared Circle in Chicago, who shares our
Right.
name
I did thank her personally for naming her restaurant
after our show. Yes.
Yes.
She was very cordial with us.
Right.
Aubrey St. John. Oh, there we are. Yesterday, Aubrey St. John's birthday. Very happy birthday to a wonderful, wonderful person, a very big part of our show, and always, always, always in our hearts and minds. Aubrey St. John, we love you very much, and thank you for being part of our show, and a happy, happy 21st birthday.
20.
Saturday was the big event.
Saturday was the big event. What a big event it was. It was, we tried our best. I don't think we scored it as well as we did in November, but it really, to me, it couldn't have been helped because.
It was, you know what?
You're worried about us, and you're talking about scoring?
Oh.
My God.
You know,
At a
I
certain point in time, we got there sort of early, and the last time we got there at the same time, and a lot of the guests were already in setting up.
Right.
This time we weren't, so lucky to have that ability. They weren't really in there.
But, we talked to a lot of the fans, which is what Brian asked us to do. And,
The floodgates opened up. Let me tell you.
And I told Brian that he needs to change it to the gigantic event because you couldn't put another person in that building with a shoehorn.
No.
It was so crazy. And, it was just an event that you had to experience because, like I said, you had Tyson in one room, you had Sting upstairs, you had Bret Hart in another room, you had Dennis Rodman right there in the hallway. There wasn't enough room for all the superstars.
No.
It was ridiculous. Hillbilly Jim.
Sting up in the rafters.
Right, yeah, smart. Hillbilly Jim, Mean Gene Okerlund,
Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons.
Damn.
Ron Simmons, Corey Graves, which I did have my doubts on whether or not Corey Graves is going to be there, and Corey Graves shows up.
Corey Graves was there.
Marty Jannetty was floating about. I don't even know if he had a table. I think he just showed up. I'm not even sure.
I saw him sitting at a table
okay.
at some point. Yeah. I saw Marty Jannetty. We saw him twice this weekend.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So that going into Sunday,
Right.
the professor, and my son Dylan, right, Chikara in the afternoon.
Chikara, the empty child, and teaming with Jeremy Leary in a six-man, the guy in this green shirt here, who you might not, right? Yeah, not Dan. This green shirt, the
Over
one
there.
on the wall.
Over there.
All right.
Different camera shot, though.
Mr. Azerbaijan was
Yes.
one of the participants in that six-man.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Empty child in Enfield, Old Country Banquet Facility, and later on that night, Blitzkrieg with Life Won't Wait.
Right.
Right.
And I failed to mention that on Friday night, we had a correspondent, our good friend William Petraccio at Northeast Wrestling, to see not only Wrecking Ball Legursky in action, but our good friend, the Sexy Beast, otherwise known as Bull Dread, and Cody Rhodes in a cage match with Kurt Angle,
Right.
which William Petraccio did post some video. The moonsault off the top of the cage
Mm-hmm.
that Cody Rhodes did was outrageous. And Cody Rhodes was at the big event the next
Cody
day.
Rhodes was at the big event the next day.
And Dijak, and who we spoke to, TK O'Ryan,
TK O'Ryan,
Matt Taven,
and Matt Taven and Vinny Marseglia,
right?
collectively known
The Kingdom,
as the Kingdom.
right? So they were at the big
Right.
event. It was just like, I can't even remember. It was like everywhere you turned, there was another superstar. It was
I gotta say, I'm proud of TK O'Ryan for getting into one of the larger companies
yeah.
in this country.
Yep.
Knowing him from PvP, he's worked his heart out.
Yeah.
The
And that would be-
closers got rid of him,
Yeah, that would be Ring of Honor.
and now he's with Ring of Honor.
Of course.
Right.
But yeah, it was what a weekend that the Squared Circle family has had.
Mhm.
And I was going through some footage, and I was looking at the announcements for the upcoming WWE Hall of Fame.
Right.
And I found the spot with you and an upcoming WWE Hall of Famer all the way back to 2012.
This is Throwback Tuesday.
This is a blast from the past.
Blast from the
Throwback
past,
Tuesday.
Throwback Tuesday. This was an NEFW event. That's how long ago this was.
One half of the Rock and Roll Express, soon to be inducted into the Rock and Roll, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
The
Rock and Roll
WWE
Express.
Hall of Fame.
The WWE Hall of Fame. Sorry, I'm
Yep.
in Cleveland, but let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Let's do it.
Here in Chicopee, Massachusetts. I'm standing here with one half of the Rock and Roll Express.
All right, you got it out. Ricky Morton.
This is Ricky Morton right here. How you doing, sir?
That's great. It's a pleasure to be back here in Massachusetts. Been a long time. And a lot of these guys, I'm looking around and some of these, the older folks know who I am, but some of these kids are going, who's that man from the olden days? I'm the man with the mullet. And I love it. But understand, this is what I do. I like to thank all these fans because without them coming out, we couldn't have professional wrestling.
True enough.
Yes, I am from the older days. I'm 56 years old, but I wrestle 4 or 5 nights a week, and ain't I pretty? But, buddy, we're going to do it. And
You're
Hollywood?
56 years young, you know?
Yes, I am,
You still
buddy.
got it going on.
Well, that's what it's all about. When I get to the part that I cannot perform no more, I will step out of the ring. But, I'm very active in this business, and
You see yourself getting back into the WWE or TNA or anything?
well, no, I don't see me there because I'm an older man, and I make their young guys look bad. No, I'm just kidding. You never know. You never know what comes up. But
It's always fun working on the indies, that's for sure.
well, it's what I do for a living, and I stand up for these indie wrestlers. That's what I'm about, buddy. You have these young guys and try to help them make good decisions. Try to make them understand what our wrestling business is really about before. And you never know. These guys you see here wrestling, tomorrow you might see them on WWE. But to know that I gave them a step to get their mind right to get to that category, it's a lot accomplished for me.
Yeah, we're always encouraging our viewers.
Yeah,
Come
it's
out
good.
and check out the independent wrestling
Well,
because
that's right, buddy, because like I said earlier, without the fans, we couldn't have this. And you understand me, these guys here in the back, they look, even tonight, this is their WrestleMania. And, and they're looking forward to it. And I'm there with them. I can feel it with them, buddy, because at one time I was there too. And then I went on to be 8 times World Tag Team Champions. I went on to be in WWE, TNA, NWA, WCW.
I grew up watching you.
Well, thank you, man.
How's Robert Gibson doing? You talk to him anymore? Or?
Well, I see Robert all the time. Like I said, we're still very active. I'm repeating myself here, but understand me. It's doing a good job. And Hollywood, I just want to tell you, thank you for having me on your show.
Of course.
I'm going to have to get back here in the back. And,
Oh, by all means,
great
sir.
pleasure, man. I'd like
Yeah.
to say hi to everybody, that we love you all. Thank you.
Great pleasure. Nice talking to you. This is Hollywood J. Williams for this.
Blast from the
That.
past.
Yes. And we aired that on December of 2012.
2012. We were only 2 months old back then,
And you would be surprised.
and you still haven't grown up.
No, no. You would be surprised who our guest was that night. Sat right there, when our desk used to be over there.
December 2012.
A name that we do not utter on this show any longer.
Oh,
Can you believe it?
yeah,
12/10 of 2012.
yes,
12/10/12. So
When-
we look in our archives,
right.
and there
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. There it was. Hall of Famers, right here.
Right. Hall of Famers.
Yes, and
We show them. We
you know, talking about Hall of Famers, I did get an interview with Billy Gunn and X-Pac
correct.
from Saturday. We're going to show that upcoming soon. And I also got Coco Beware from the
You got Coco
WWE Hall of
Beware?
Fame. Where do you find the interviews with the WWE Hall of Famers in Connecticut?
The squared circle.
There it is.
The squared circle. YBYL.
And soon to be in the WWE Hall of Fame, we had the very first television interview with Wrecking Ball Legursky.
We did.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
One day.
Oh,
Class of 2037, maybe, but
maybe.
might take him that long. But hey,
You heard it here first. You saw him here first, and you heard it here first.
right.
Wrecking Ball Legursky.
Wrecking
Straight to the WWE.
Wrecking Ball Legursky might very well be the next PvP heavyweight champion. We'll see on Saturday.
Yeah, that's coming up.
We have a three-way triple threat match. He's in the main event. Brad Hollister defends against Wrecking Ball and Kingpin Brian
He's
Malonis.
talking about scoring. He's talking about three ways. What the heck kind of show is this? G.
Every
Gee, it's the
he's
squared circle.
Every night he has a three-way. Me, myself, and I.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Right. What do you think? Wrecking Ball walks out of there Saturday.
Oh, of course.
Who's going to beat him?
The man, the myth, the
Who is
legend.
trying to get
Unprofessional.
one of my
Unprofessional.
One of,
Enrique? You were supposed to power this off.
one of your harem members
Yeah,
trying to track you down.
I tell you.
At any rate,
At any rate, what do you think? Like we were before
who's
I
going to
was.
beat Wrecking Ball? That's the question.
Who's going to beat him?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a three-way match, maybe two guys can team up against him to beat him, but I don't see any one man beating the Wrecking Ball.
Well, Cesaline isn't going to do it. Cesaline is all talk.
Big Bacon.
You call that big?
He was Big Bacon, I guess, until Wrecking Ball came along.
It's more like Cesaline, let me tell you.
There you go.
See what happens there, but that's
Talking about on Facebook that he was doing 250 for 25 reps. I can do that with my pinky. And this is
Whoa.
go with cancer. I can do it
Wow.
with my pinky.
wow.
Wow.
And you
I know
we
you're
want,
hitting the gym a lot.
better tone it down, Dangerous Dan. I want Joseph DiNucci to call the show again. I mean, you're insulting his main guy here.
Joey, we got Joey. When we need Joey, we got him there.
March 11th, between a rock and a hard place. American Legion, Hadley, Mass. We have qualifiers for a bunkhouse brawl. The winners will join whoever the PvP champ is April 8th, be it Wrecking Ball or Malonis or Hollister. Hammer Tunis takes on TK Orion, kind of a revenge match.
So a bunkhouse brawl that's kind of like a Friday night at your house?
Oh,
I plead the fifth on that one. H2O, Ryan Waters takes on New England's living legend, Johnny Idol. Teddy Goods, we saw him debut in South Hadley recently, takes on Logan Black. Devil's Reject versus Jeremy Leary, and Dan Demand versus Aaron Morrison. The bunkhouse brawl. Should be stacked.
should be.
Talking
be.
about stacked. There's a lot of good things going on, but we'll get to that later.
Damian Black takes on Johnny Torres, and I believe if Damian Black loses, he has to stand for the singing of the national anthem next time around.
Well,
So
he
no,
should-
no
he
more
should
of this
be-
Colin Kaepernick.
He should be standing for it anyway.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Right. I totally agree with that.
Yes.
Right. There shouldn't have to be this match where there's this stipulation. He should
Right.
just have to do it.
And I believe Major League Soccer just made that a rule that you need to that the players have to stand for the national anthem. So
No more of this protesting.
yeah.
Doesn't work. The lockup takes on the Aristocrats. Your buddy Chief Chicken Legs, member of the Aristocrats.
Chief Running Chicken.
Chief Running Chicken. Number 1 contender for the women's title, Toxis versus a woman debuting for PvP, Adira. I'll have to find out a little bit more about Adira. And that's what we have to look forward to Saturday night.
So yeah, I told you we talked about something that was stacked. See, I told you.
Stacked.
Uh-huh.
Stacked.
You know,
They're coming off their Golden Grappler Awards,
it's a good segue.
2017 Golden Grappler Awards.
He's getting good at this.
He's learning.
After what, 5 years now?
Yeah,
He's finally getting the hang of it.
finally learning how to, finally remembering after all this time. Right. Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back.
So,
We had the roast of AJ Cruz. No, unfortunately, you will not be seeing any footage of the roast of AJ
no,
Cruz.
that we cannot show on.
Right.
So
this.
the roast of AJ Cruz, is it more like a quick cookout or something? You know, because AJ's kind of, you know.
Right. To make a long story short, yes.
Oh,
Right.
wow. He got one in there.
He's proud of himself.
Wow.
Right.
Good one, Jay.
It's not a tall order.
Oh, wow.
Talking about AJ Cruz.
AJ goes to the House of Pancakes and orders a short stack. You know.
Yeah,
And we
exactly.
get back to stack. It just comes full circle.
Right.
Wow. All right, can we get to the Golden Grappler?
Well, we have Golden Grappler Award footage we can show right now. We had many categories. We had Fake Participation Award, which was presented out. We had Fan Favorite, Breakout Star, Most Hated, Fan of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Match of the Year, Moment of the Year, Wrestler of the Year. We'll
We
try
gonna
to.
see all that?
We're gonna. I think we're gonna push through as much of this as we humanly possibly can.
Well, let's get to it. Stop talking and get to it.
You know, as best as we can do it. Let's roll.
AKA, make sure you know you're only a fan. Maintaining that other breakout. Yeah, whatever, I'm not swearing, so it's still PG. Suck it. We can say suck it, right? It's wrestling. Suck it. Not the kind of breakout in sweats that this table got when they heard they had to dress up but just didn't. It's hard. It's hard to find a collared shirt, right, guys? Anyways, breakout star of the year. People who made a name for themselves real quick. The nominees, where are they? I thought more of them would be here since NEW canceled. It's okay. Cocktail Black. How many times is Blitzkrieg fucked up by now? Messed up. Whatever. It's cool. Hey, JJ, I like how you're no-selling me over there. Break out in sweats like the Young Bucks were in the building to fucking punch you in the mouth like you deserve. I should be a roaster, right? Alright, breakout star of the year. Rocky Balagursky is the nominee. Anthony Green was the nominee. Where else? Old School Cool, Corey Michaels the nominee. Skyler was the nominee. Kingpin, Brian Malonis is the nominee. That's pretty stiff. That's a good category. Oh, jeez. That's why he asked me to present. Hey, the winner is the girl who's going to have a way bigger name than I could ever have a year from now. Hello, Skyler. Yes, I know. Well aware. I'm good at tricking people.
For my friend, my tag team partner, the egomaniac Johnny Idol. That's what you got to read. Just go ahead and read it. No, read it. Just read the damn thing. Read it. Read it. Just go ahead. It's no problem. Read it out loud.
I don't think it's recording.
Somebody, Grace is shut off already. We just got started. I need to say really quick first, seeing all these wrestlers all dressed up like for a formal event, It's actually hilarious. If you people that don't know these guys personally, if you want a perfect analogy for these guys dressing up, go home, take a dump, and then try to polish it. That's Anyway, Marshall, but this isn't what you called me up for. It says most overrated wrestler of the year. Where are the nominees? Nominees, Johnny Idol.
And the winner is...
It's a middle finger. Thanks, pal.
Yeah, no problem. Where you going? You gotta stay up here. You gotta stay up here. So, like I said, everyone's talking. Everyone kind of complains and bitches and moans on Facebook. Why these kids are getting a participation award when they didn't really do anything and all this stuff. So, we have one of those this year, and I'm proud to announce, with not much of any introduction or anything like that, it goes to the guy who. There you go. It goes to the guy who doesn't matter. The participation award to Damian Black.
Really quick, along with this award, I think we're going to give him the middle finger, too, right?
Here's your middle finger. Here.
Fan of the year, sorry. Fan favorite. Oh, we'll start at the top and work our way down. Are there nominees on here or no? What? It's a writing category. So this one, there was a lot of Billy Finnegans. This was an absolute write-in, guys. We did not try to sway you one way or another with the ballot, and this was completely up to you. So there are no nominees, except for literally everyone in this room was a nominee. So here we go. The 2016 Fan Favorite of the Year, the Egomaniac Johnny Idol. Johnny Idol.
Well, that's amazing.
Tightened up now.
I really don't know what to say. This really means a lot. I am a broken down old fart, and for some reason you guys love me. You guys love me, and I love you guys so much. Yeah. Please boo louder, please. Yeah, I know, I do. I suck. I've been fooling all you guys for a long time, so. You know what, I'm even going to say thank you to the Schluters, because those guys, they blew the crap out of me every single month. But the fact of the matter is, they're there in the front row every month, and you guys are every month, and this means more to me than you guys could ever imagine, and I'm seriously touched by this. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Joseph DiNucci, but all of you will address me as Mr. DiNucci, of course. So I'm here to present to you our first blood match. Then you have Dirt Dog Jeremy Leary defeats Tomahawk in a tables match.
That's a great match. Love it. It's amazing.
And then you have the Closers defeat the Masterminds. And then you have William King defeats Brad Hollister. Then you have Brad Hollister defeats Johnny Idol. Johnny, are you looking over here? And the winner for match of the year goes to Brad Hollister versus William King. Ladies and gentlemen, your PvP heavyweight champion, Brad Hollister. And your winner is Brad Hollister. Ladies and gentlemen, your
I do believe there was a second person. A lot of things, including the little ceremony. There's a second person who won this award, and his name is Royalty William King. That's all I know. And he was by a cheap shot by you schmucks. But we'll take his award. I would like our statue for our compadre, por favor. So, come back up here. Oh, big bad commissioner, come on, baby. Oh, come on. Come on. One of them says William King on there. Thank you. You guys can go sit down. I'll make you sit down in about 2 seconds. All right. We had 3 of these so far. 3 matches of the year. And shocker, I won all of them. You know what that tells me? That I can carry people of all shapes and sizes. I can make scrubs look like stars in the ring. That's what I do. I am so sick of carrying every single person in this locker room on my back. I want someone I can tear it up with, and I haven't got it yet. So once I do, I don't see TKO anywhere. If anything, it's TK, go do something else. Once I get that person, I won't only win match of the year, I will win match of a lifetime. And there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it except like it.
Professional wrestling. Big moments in professional wrestling are monumental. They
sure this wasn't another one that Matt James broke. That's all. So you didn't. Wow, great. I was going to say that Bill and I said it before. I had Bill in the room with me. He started when he was 17 years old, going out doing shows, and I watched him develop into an amazing talent. We probably wrestled each other 50 to 100 times. I don't even know. And that was honestly one of the toughest matches I've ever had in my life, and I wish he was here with us right now to enjoy this. And Nick, I love you, buddy. Nick came right there. Love you, Nick. Really wish he was here with us right now, because that's a match I'll honestly never forget. You learn a lot about yourself and the person you're wrestling in a match like that. So, Bill, I'm thinking of you. Hope you're well, and thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Do you really need another trophy? Don't you have like 5 of them at home? And that's including the 3 you stole from Aaron when you guys moved out. There you go. These couples just make me sick. That's just because I don't have it. What? Okay. All right, here we go. Fan favorite. All right. Oh, speaking of John's former roommate, the next award is for most hated, and that's not. We don't hate this guy. He's the presenter. Everyone loves him. Aaron Morrison. Come on up, Aaron.
I think we all know I'm going to fall. Most hated wrestler of the year. This is honestly probably the most important job on the card, aside from the guy that's got to carry Johnny Idol through his match. I was fortunate enough when I hung up my boots, allegedly, to actually have people respect me and not hate my guts. But what you don't realize is for 18 years prior to that, everybody thought I was a piece of shit. Louis Sharp can attest to the fact that I never won a match cleanly. I always had my friends helping me, but what that did was elevate everybody else to a higher status, because that's your job as the most hated wrestler on the card. I could go through all the bullshit of reading all the names on this thing, but we all know I'm lazy, and last time I checked, I'm still Aaron Morrison, and I do what I want. So, most hated wrestler of the year. Wow. This goes to a guy who used to be my close confidant, my traveling mate, my tag team partner, and the guy that gave me probably 4 of the greatest years of my time in this business. Sexy Jesus Hammer Tunis. So, I spent 4 years teaching Justin the Hammer Tunis a lot of things in this business, how to do things. And I'm gonna teach you one more thing tonight, Justin. Get your trophy before Aaron Morrison does.
Thank you guys very much. That's quite all right, because I already have 2 other Golden Grapplers sitting on home on my shelf. So once again, Aaron Morrison can ride my coattails, can he? Thank you guys very much for voting for me. I'm glad you guys all hate me. Even though everybody's sitting here drunk, having a good time, laughing, no thank yous, no appreciation, nothing but hate. And I thank you guys for it, because your respect isn't something I seek. So later on, when I blast Aaron Morrison's head open once again and take my trophy back, I'll take some pictures with you up on the red carpet. Thank you guys very much. Closers for life, Dave Murray!
God, it would have been great if you went through the table there. That would have been. I just love to see you land on your stupid head. Jesus. Aaron, good job on taking the trophy. The only thing, you didn't throw the red carpet up there after, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to take some pictures, the couples want to take some pictures, want to take some pictures with the winners tonight. Thank you very much. Emma from NXT. I didn't know she was here tonight. Okay, the next category is Fan of the Year. And here to present the Fan of the Year award is last year's Fan of the Year, Charles Catholi, and S. Damian Black. Come on up.
You don't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, once a year, the fans of PvP get together to honor the wrestlers. Well, in turn, the wrestlers get together to honor one of us. Now, I was last year. I'm the prototype. But like they say, out with the old, in with the new. So, let's see who it is this year, shall we? And the winner is the Schluters. So here it is. Which one shall I present it to you this evening? Johnny Idol. Last year, you pointed to us after you won an award. You said, stick this up your ass. Right back at you, buddy. Thank you, everybody.
No, Mama Schluter, say something! Mama Schluter! Mama Schluter! Mama Schluter! You deserve it! Yes!
All right, next category up is the Tag Team of the Year. And here to present... What? Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. You don't know the half of it. Oh, God. All right, the next category, Tag Team of the Year, here to present Corey Michael and Johnny Torres. Come on up.
Tag Team of the Year. You know, I look around at this room, and I see a lot of people who have told me that they really wanted to be tag team wrestlers more than they did singles wrestlers. And I think that says a lot for how valuable this award is. So, my tag team partner, and as you all know, the tag team that presents this award usually isn't up for this award, right, Corey? You never know, Johnny.
my partner with the nominees. All right, it's time to make it do what it do. The nominees for Tag Team of the Year, the Aristocrats, the Cam and Connection, the Closers, the Lockup, the Masterminds, and Wrecking Ball and a Ham Sandwich. And the winner is the Aristocrats. In all honesty, this is the third year in a row that I won it, second year for you. I would just like to say thank you very much. Tomahawk as well. Royalty William King could not be here tonight, so he's still injured. Our thoughts are with him. But, yes. I would just like to say from the beginning, the people that have organized the tag team wrestling from the Fabulous Kangaroos all the way up to they have everything. Thank you very much. Cheers.
All right, and the final category of the night, Wrestler of the Year, and the presenter, I love this guy, he's like my teddy bear. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrecking Ball Legursky. Glad you could dress up for the occasion tonight, Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, I got a tie. Come on. So this is it. The best wrestler. The wrestler who goes in week in and week out and proves himself. This is the wrestler that comes through against all odds. And now, where are the nominees? All right, so the nominees are Anthony Cruz, Johnny Idol, William King, Brad Hollister, Good Dog, Jeremy Leary. And the Wrestler of the Year. Well, the Wrestler of the Year, the best wrestler, is going to be the next wrestler who's yes, I can, March 11th. Pretty Bacon, Brad Hollister.
March 11th, you're gonna break easy. First of all, with a man your size, you probably have heart problems. I don't know how much bacon you can handle. Just hit this Sophie, go back and sit on your booster seat. Come on, little man. So, again, I will wrestle the year because I'm the most talented, the best, and the champion, and that won't change. So, for everyone who voted for me, I really don't care. I won the award again. Thank you very much. I told.
Wrecking Ball, you lay one finger on my Brad Hollister. Wrecking Ball! Wrecking Ball, if you touch him, I swear I will suspend you, and your little title match won't happen next month. Wrecking Ball! I will suspend you if you lay one of your grubby little fat fingers on Brad Hollister.
So there you go, folks. March 11th. Wrecking Ball, Legursky, and Big Bacon. That concludes the Golden Grappler Awards, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to have some fun, get yourself some drinks, some food. For the roast of AJ Cruz coming up pretty soon. Johnny Idle, Aaron Morrison playing some tunes over here. We'll be back with you guys in just a little bit. Thank you.
We got a call.
We got a call.
Yes.
Let's take the call.
You're live on the Squared Circle.
Hey, I finally got through.
There he is, the professor.
Professor Bill.
That's it. How's it going, gentlemen?
We are doing wonderfully.
We just concluded with our Grappler Awards footage. Just presented that.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it came out really well. Are you recovered from the weekend?
I am, I'll be honest with you, when we got home on Sunday night, I was worn out. Between the race in the morning and the two shows, awesome, just great Chikara show, and then, Blitzkrieg, again and again, they just continue to impress. And then, of course, you get, not to spoil anything, but a Chikara guy, Flex Rumble Crunch, comes out for the championship match. So it was a good night. I'll tell you, it was Chikara was packed. Great crowd. I mean, we got to speak to Dasher Hatfield, Ophidian, Fire Ant. I mean, you took some great pictures. I think we represented the Squared Circle very well on that night, and of course we had Dylan and you and
yes,
excuse me, James Raymond was there from Wrestling for Autism. So it was just a really great night.
It was a really great night, and there's something too. My hat's off to the staff for Blitzkrieg Pro Wrestling for pulling off a great event. And let me tell you something: the attendance there, seeing as there was Fastlane, really was not that bad at all. It had a decent crowd.
Well, you know, you didn't miss anything on Fastlane.
So,
we don't want to talk about that. That was garbage.
Yeah, it tells me that number one, Blitzkrieg has a strong fan base, and number two, maybe there's some disenfranchisement with the WWE product as of late. I don't know.
You think?
I would say so. You know, going to a live event eclipses, you know, sitting at home and watching it on TV.
Right.
But I heard, Professor, that you marked out at the Chikara show.
That is well, let's say this is maybe a rumor, but a rumor based in some fact, or as we like to call it now, the alternate truth or alternate facts. Yeah. So, would your son snitch on me?
He absolutely did. Yeah, he said you enjoyed yourself immensely at the Chikara show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, listen, we had a really I had a very nice conversation with Ophidian from Chikara. You know, I was sporting and rocking the bow tie and the vest. Dasher Hatfield, Mr. Touchdown, Ophidian.
You sure were.
A few of the other guys were very impressed with my attire, so I did, again, represent us very well. You know, Jay was out there. I mean, we just had a great time, and the crowds were just phenomenal. Like Jay said, you know, considering Fastlane was that night, I mean, Chikara, there were a few empty seats, but there really weren't many after Skyla and Veda Scott basically tore apart the back, you know, the whole floor, and you had Dijak, you know, and throwing chairs around and everything. So, you know, it was pretty good. We had a good time, you know, and you know, again, we get to see our buddy RJ. Who is always just a great time to see him, and Jeremy Leary. I'll tell you, they pulled off a really back-to-back double header, and they did it very well. And you got to say a lot about the old country banquet and deli crew. They kept on pushing the food out, you know, and that was good. And we got to see our favorite manager, or my favorite manager, Sidney Bacabella, who kept us, Jay, from basically freezing to death outside?
Yes, because when we came back for Blitzkrieg, the doors were closed.
Yeah.
There was a line outside, and it was 10 degrees out practically.
Oof.
And we saw Bacabella out there, and we told him that the door was not open. And it was almost time to start the event. And he's like, well, I'm going to go in and fix that right now.
Nice.
Right.
Squared circle
so we got some. That's it. We got some pull with them, and just you know, good to see him there, whether he's yelling at us or cheering for us. So you know, just a lot of good stuff. So
hey, Jason's got pull. Jason's got pull every night, but there you go.
That's called for the Squared Circle After Midnight show.
Yeah.
So. But you know, again, Rodney, he was there with James for the autism show.
Yep.
Listen, PW's got a show coming up on the 18th, so I'm gonna try to rest up from the race. You know, that was a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, Ed McCarver was out there, and I thought I saw him, but he was so bundled up in so many hats and gloves, and I couldn't see through my hat. I couldn't even recognize him. So, you know, a lot of people braved the chilling temperatures out there for that race, so a lot of credit. And there was about 2,000 people there, so it was pretty amazing. But listen, I know you guys are going short on time. It's almost 8 o'clock. I just wanted to call in, say hello, and, you know, thank everybody for the great weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, my friend.
We had a great
I truly
time.
appreciate you taking care of Dylan.
No problem. He keeps the edge off with Jay in the car. So.
There you go. All right, my friend.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much.
We'll
Take
talk to you
care.
next week.
Yeah.
Good night now.
All right. Before we do wrap things up, though, I wanted to take a minute talk about the loss of to the indie community of a man named the Punisher, who was predominant, you know, back in the, I'd say, 80s, 90s independent scene, Connecticut Championship Wrestling, you know, back my first venture into public access back in the late 90s, and learning of his passing. We saw him a few weeks ago at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we saw him at ECPW last summer too. No?
Right. Yes.
As well. Yeah.
All right. So our thoughts and prayers are out to his family at this time.
Right. And I don't know. I can't confirm it, but somebody did post that Outlaw Ron Bass passed away. I know he was supposed to be at the big event Saturday and wasn't there due to being hospitalized.
Right.
And somebody, I can't verify it, so
Right.
please, if it's truth, rest in peace, Outlaw
Right.
Ron Bass. And if it's not truth,
We're gonna,
I'll smack
you know what
the
we'll
person
do?
that
We're gonna
posted
find out the truth, and once
Yeah.
the truth,
Yeah, but
hits, we'll put
if
it
it
up
is
on the
breaking
group.
news right now,
Right.
somebody did post it,
Mm.
but I cannot verify it.
Right. We'll work on continuing to try to confirm the story, and as soon as we find out either way, we'll post it to the page.
Correct.
Exactly. But for now, we're going to be at PvP March 11th this Saturday evening up in Hadley. 18th for East Haven High School for Paradise Alley. 25th, Blitzkrieg has a great show at the Fermi High School with Cody Rhodes there versus Dijak. PPW making their debut April 8th in Middletown. April 15th, JJ's back with his Dissension Pro Wrestling in Torrington and the Wrestling for Autism special, the 22nd. So we got a busy month.
More on all of that coming up soon.
Exactly. But for now, I'm Hollywood J. Williams. Good night. Good luck. See you see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It'll be pre-tape next week.
Pre-tape next week. Big event.
Surprise.
YBYL.